Mm. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the first Monday Metaphysical Chat for March of 2026. So glad to have you here. Sorry about the little delay. Hey, Aurora Blue, Janani, so glad to have you here tonight. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to try and keep my eyes level so that the glare is not so bad, but not easy. Oh, I'm working here with shoestring, kind of. So do you guys have lots of exciting topics on your mind tonight? Hey, Sandra, Miss Debbie, Adventurer, Rossi. Yay. So glad to see you guys all piling in. I wasn't sure this thing was going to start for a minute. It was just kind of hiccuping, and then all of a sudden it took off. So, yay. So, have you guys had a chance to watch the latest messages from Metatron? He's really been cranking things up lately. So, if you hear noise in the background, that's David clomping around. He's kind of twiddling his thumbs while we do our thing tonight. So, we're thanking him for giving us the space because this is the place that we've rented is just one big room. It's like a studio apartment. So there's really no place for him to go. Oh, thank you for that blessing, Janani. That's beautiful. Yes, I think all of our hearts are heavy with what's going on in the world. It's crazy time. Rossi, you're feeling the energy flowing through your body? Well, I hope that's a good thing because some people are having it where it's not so good and it's bothersome. Oh, I'm so glad the messages are helping, Janani. Yeah. David, Miss Debbie says hi to you. What? Miss Debbie says hi. Hi, Debbie. Oh, that's a good idea, Rossi, some Reiki. Absolutely. SS Rocks, welcome. Glad to have you here. Sandra, you understand the heavy heart. You had another mass shooting in Texas this morning. Oh my gosh. I didn't hear about that one. I'm so sorry. The energy around that is just so oppressive. So we really are being called at this time to step up, even more than we have before to mitigate with the angels as much as we can to lift that heaviness. So we have to keep going. We can't let it stop and defeat us. So if you guys have got questions, start putting them in there. We're at 4 minutes already, 5 minutes now, so it's a good time to get started with questions. Let me know what's on your mind. You can see what's on my mind, right? We've been in this rainforest for a week and a half, and finally the rain has let up a little bit. We've gotten some more sunny days, so it was a beautiful sunset tonight with the orange clouds over the volcano. It was really cool. Hi, Sasi. You'd like to know the connection between the Tamil god Murugar and you. I've never heard of that one, but we will ask. Absolutely. So, Murugar, I hope I'm saying it right. So, Sasi's team, is there a connection between her and Murugar? Yes, there for sure is. So, can you explain it? What is it about? Is there a purpose? Hang on a sec. David, you might need to turn that volume down a little. It's kind of creeping over here. Thank you. So, back to Sasi's question. Help us understand what's the connection with her and Murugar? They're using the word acolyte, Sasi, and when they use very specific words like that, there's a reason for it. So give us a little more about that. So in a past life, you were an acolyte serving at the temple of Murugar. And anything specific you want to say about that? You were very dedicated. You felt a deep connection in your heart. Oh, and it was passed through the matrilineal line. It came from your mother. So are you saying that the women in her family were all acolytes? Several generations of your family were acolytes. Yeah. So you've been connected for a long time. And in this lifetime, you have become aware of that. And now that you are aware of it, you get to decide what you do about it. So you may want to reach out to Murugar in meditation and, ask for information. Now you hear the birds chirping now. They do that all the time. They're funny, like roosters. Um, yeah, so see what you get with that and let us know. Let us know if that makes sense too. So Rossi would like to know, how will March go? Will it be a better connection to the guides? So Rossi's team, can you enlighten us? Is it highly likely that Rossi will foster a deeper connection with his team during the month of March? Probably not, Rossi, because the energies are going to be really powerful this month. It's feeling like just staying where you're at, not falling backwards is going to be a challenge. But in the coming months, you will be able to move closer into a deeper relationship because that's what it's all about for all of us. But don't be in a hurry. Allow it to unvolve or to evolve, to unfold. Yeah. But March is going to be bumpy ride. So it's going to be asking a lot of you. So just holding on and letting them steer the ship will be really wise for you. Sandra, what do your team want you to know while navigating this madness? Oh, that's a great question. So Sandra's team, what would be helpful for her to know as she navigates through the madness in the world today? Knowing that it's not personal, it really is geopolitical above your head. It's the greedy fighting the greedy. There's a madness that exists in that class of people that causes them to act this way. Because in their soul, they're beautiful, loving creatures as their creator made them. But they have become so corrupt during this lifetime. They've lost touch with their soul. They no longer know who they are at that level, and they are just acting from the ego. So it's all about more, more, more for me and screw everybody else. But know that that's not personal. That's going on, at a higher level. So for you, as you are navigating through this, it's remembering that and trying not to fall into the negative feelings towards them, which is totally understandable that we do from time to time. But it's important for us to remember that they are also divine creations. And if we can see the soul and understand that, so that we don't have all those negative feelings going towards them, because that boomerangs back on us, doesn't help. So we want to stay in that place of balance and understanding about the bigger picture. And you just keep moving forward on your purposeful path, doing what feeds your soul, whatever you feel led to do each day. And that is enough. You are enough already. Just keep going. You're doing beautifully. So I hope that helps, Sandra. Let's see. Regina, you're wondering if they want you to travel to GM this month. Please share why this month and what part of the month should you travel. Sorry, I'm forgetting what GM is, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So for Regina, is it still optimal for her to travel to GM in the month of March? Yeah, March is still really good for you. And they're saying it's not so much what you're going towards as what you're leaving behind. For some reason, they want to get you out of Dodge so that you can be in another place where the energies are different. Now, is there a specific week that she should go? Is it the first week, the second week, third week? Yeah, third and fourth if you can. That's what they're pointing towards. Definitely not the first or second. Pamela, one of your guides appears as a Native American. Is there a past life that you may have shared? Quite possibly so for Pamela Anderson. Native American guide. Have you showed up for her because you share a past life with her? No. No, they've shown up in that guise because it's meaningful to you. They could take any form they wanted. They specifically chose that one because there's a deeper meaning for you. So it's not that you have a past life with that guide per se, but you have a Native American past life. Now, is there more than one? No, I'm just getting one. So she had a past life as a Native American, and was it a successful, long life? No, okay. So the life ended prematurely. Yeah, it ended prematurely. And was that in war? Yeah. So you were killed in, one of the various wars that were going on in that lifetime. But there was unfinished business, and there's a resonance, an energetic resonance that you feel with those people because they are your people. And so this guide has come in that guise to make it more comfortable for you to trust and to lean on them. That's beautiful. Yeah, so just take the journey with them and see where it goes. Sussy, you are a man. I am sorry. I will try to remember that. Oh, Janani, thank you for filling the gap in. It's your husband. Okay. So the answer is interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, you like my tapestry? Isn't it cool? Yeah. I told AI I wanted a Costa Rican rainforest with some macaws and sloths, and this is what it gave me. And it's so upbeat, joyous, and beautiful, and so representative of what we've been seeing over the past number of days. So yeah, it felt really good to share that with you tonight. Besides which, with all the heavy energy, we needed something like this to lift us up. So I'm glad you like it. Carol, hello. Your son is going through a rough breakup. I'm sorry. Will he be okay? You're worried. Oh, you're so welcome. So, Carol, for her son, will he come out of this breakup? in a good place. Is that highly likely? And it's going to be rough for a while. He's going to need some recovery time and some tending to his wounded ego as well. But you are there to support him, and that will make a tremendous difference. So, with mom's help, is it highly likely that he can get past this in a relatively short time? Yes. So, what, more than a month? Oh, they're saying it might be weeks. It's going to be rough in the very beginning, but with you there supporting him, a matter of weeks, less than a month, they're saying. So, that's really positive. Okay, I just lost you. Hang on, I got to get you back. Paria. I'm not sure if that's how to say it, but that's what it looks like. So we're going to go with that. Janani's mom. Oh, Paramala. Okay, thank you for adding that. That helps. So Paramala would like to know if there's a message from the spiritual team. Okay, so for Paramala, would you like to share with her tonight? I'm hearing a Christmas song, which is really weird. Sleigh ride. I'm hearing sleigh ride. We're bundled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Yeah, so if you know that song, I don't know why that song, if that means something to you. So help us understand, why are you giving sleigh ride to Paramala? Oh, okay. It's about you doing more fun things, relaxing, enjoying your life, not just doing the grind and pushing, pushing, pushing all the time. More self-care, more joyous things. So even though you don't have snow probably where you're at, things like a sleigh ride that are fun, that are upbeat, things that are evocative of your best memories of your life, whether that be childhood or adulthood, whatever. But it's about evoking those precious memories and allowing yourself just to bask in those memories, feeling them all over again, because those are precious treasures that you keep put away for special days. And they're saying, honey, every day's a special day, especially on days when you're struggling. Pull out those beautiful golden memories and just revel in them. Let them lift you up and shift your energy. So that's what that's about. Hope it makes sense. Hey, Starseeds Wisdom. So glad to have you back. Janani, you said, what's that about? But sorry, at this point, I don't know what you're talking about. So you're going to have to clue me in. What's what about? Sandra, you were finally able to order the book, 21 Days of Meditation, arriving tomorrow. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So excited for you. It will help a lot because, it was totally guided by Metatron, and it's the course that he gives us to learn how to channel and have that conversation with our team whenever we want. And it's so needed in this time that we all are able to converse with our team. I do my best here on our infrequent gatherings, but, in the interim, for you to be able to connect more is really important. Richard, welcome. So glad to have you here. It's been a while, I think. Sending loving light to all. Any wisdom or warnings from your angels at this time? You're feeling the energy and it's taking more to get things done. Yeah, it's very dense and the news doesn't help. So remember that soft focus with the news so that you don't get drugged down into the dark energy. So, Richard's team. Is there a message or a warning or something you want to share with him tonight? They're saying message yes, warning no. Just be connected, listen, feel your way into the messages. You're already doing quite well on that account. So what would you like to share with him then? Keep going. You're headed in the right direction. Yes, there will be bumpy days, of course, because it's not all going to be wine and roses. There are challenges. That's part of the gig that we chose to take when we came for this lifetime. We knew it was going to be a bumpy ride, but you're doing splendidly. Keep going. Stay in that space of peace and oneness, feeling that oneness with all of humanity, no matter who they are, what they look like, or what they do. We are all one. We are all connected through our Creator and all equal in Creator's eyes. So as we can wrap our minds around that reality and live it, our energy shifts in the way that we connect with other people. And it's life-changing for those who are ready, as well as uplifting and drawing you forward to a higher frequency. So it's benefiting both sides of the equation. So they just want you to focus on that simple task, staying in the peace and the feeling of oneness. And everything will get better day by day. So let me know if that helps, Richard. You are so welcome, Sandra. Hello, Linda. So glad to have you here. Hey, Amy, welcome. Vicky, welcome. Amy would like to know what her guides have for her. So for Amy, what do you want to share with Amy tonight? There's a stillness I'm feeling, Amy. It's like a pause on the journey, not knowing which way to turn. So just stopping, assessing, looking around, and that's perfect. You don't have to rush forward. Anytime you're not sure of which direction to go, the wise choice is to stop, to reassess, to connect with your team, and ask for inspired ideas or synchronicities that will help you see the next step so that you can make the new choice. So what else about that for Amy? You're on the cusp. They're very specifically using cusp because that's apparently meaningful to you. So you're on the cusp of a breakthrough. It's like you're at the door, your hand is reaching out for the knob, and you're just inches away from it. Well, maybe a foot away from it, but you're so close. And when you cross over, it's going to be like celebration time. And I'm hearing that song, Celebration. So you step through that threshold into the energy of celebration. It's a night and day difference. You will feel it deeply. It will lift you up. It will bring you so much joy, and you will celebrate. So allow yourself to revel in that celebration for as long as it feels right. And then just keep your eyes open for the next synchronicity, the next breadcrumb, so that you can take action as soon as it comes. But you're headed the right way. Just keep going. Thank you, team. Money and Janani's dad. Okay. Any message from your spiritual guides? Okay, let's see what they have. Sorry, I'm sitting on this very uncomfortable stool here so I can be at the right height, but we'll make it work. So, for Manian, what do you want to share with Manian tonight? I'm seeing butterflies. Lots and lots of butterflies. Like a whole sanctuary of butterflies. Oh, transformation, Manian. You're on the cusp of transformation. The butterflies are calling you to join them. They're saying it's a lovely trip. Come join us. And you will be so satisfied when you reach the other side of your transformation. Maybe you can even feel it now. It feels like maybe in your solar plexus, there's a little excitement for feeling that something's coming, but not sure what it is. So it's a big step of transformation. So just be open to it. Follow the breadcrumbs when they come. And then be in gratitude for whatever you get, because it's a wonderful, wonderful trip. So I hope that makes sense for you. Sandra, will you be able to travel to Colorado this summer for a few days? Hang on. there we go. I lost it for a sec. So for Sandra, is it highly likely that she will be able to travel to Colorado this summer for a few months? They're saying absolutely. If you want to, go. Don't let anything stop you. And they're saying it would be really good for you to get away from the heavy energy in Texas right now, because there's a lot of Sturm und Drang going on. So getting away, having a break, doing a mental reset, energetic reset. And it's also feeling like when you get to Colorado, there will be space and a place for you to meditate, to connect with your team, to have that quiet time that you might not have as much of in your present setting. And so that's important too. So look for it, even if you have to go out and find it, in the vicinity of where you're staying. But that will be important for you to take advantage of that time to accelerate your connection. That's what they're saying. The energy will feel different to you in Colorado, and it's just what you need. So yeah, get yourself out there however you can. You're welcome, Pamela. So for Regina, would it be wise to stay at a Marriott facility when she takes her trip in March? A Marriott? I get a no on that. There's another option that's better for you. Oh, thank you, Carol. I'm so glad you enjoy the videos. Alice, a message from your spirit team. It's good to have you back, Alice. It's been a while since I've seen you. So what would you like to share with Alice tonight? I don't know if you're a Cole Porter fan, Alice, but I am hearing him singing. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. You know that song? So that's what I'm hearing for you. Okay, now can you tell us a little more about that? What is that about? It's you lightening up. I'm seeing you like gliding, ice skating on a pond. It's the motion, the movement without restriction, that fluidity that's missing from your life right now, the ease and the joy, because then it's wonderful and it's marvelous. So that's what you're looking for, more of that kind of energy. And if you want to get out there and, walk barefoot in the grass, do the skating, whatever it is that has that feeling for you, go find it and do it. Maybe it's swimming and you could sing that song while you do it. That would add an extra layer of wonderful energy to it. So let me know if that makes sense. Hearing this weird sound. I have no idea what that is, but it's weird. Maybe it's raining again. Hearing something. Sunshine's sister, welcome. Will your husband and daughter be safe to travel to Eastern Europe in May? Okay. So for Sunshine's sister, husband and daughter, is it highly likely that her husband and daughter can travel safely to Europe in May? Oh, we get a yes on that right away. No hesitation. Yeah. So does that mean that things will calm down by May? And flying will be safe? They're saying it wouldn't hurt to check in again later as it gets closer, but right now the energies are moving towards it being safe. So, for what it's worth. Wow, I'm sweating up a storm here. Hang on. Oh, okay. Rossi, the company you work for is in transition. How stable is your job? Should you look for a new one? And what do the guides have in store for you? So for Rossi, this present job, is that job stable and safe for him? No. So are they looking to replace him or let him go? Is that what you're saying? Not exactly, no, but it's not the right place for you. So he should look for something. Yeah, definitely look for something else. And in the same line of work? No, something different. They're saying this one isn't rightly aligned with you. So look for something that is more in alignment with who you are and what you bring to the table, because you will be more satisfied and in turn you'll be more successful. So that's the first part of it. All right. Anything else you want to tell them about what's in store, what's coming up? Well, they're saying new job. Hello. That would be a good, wise choice for you. So let's ask about that before we move on. So would it be wise for him to get out of there sooner than later? Oh, you don't have to hurry, they're saying. You just need to start working on getting out of there. So like in 3 months? More? Yeah, it can be more. Like 6 months. So within a 6-month period, it would be wise for you to transition into something that's a better fit for you. Now, of course, that could shift between now and then, but that's where it's going right now. So anything else you want to tell them about what's coming up? They're saying, oh, geez. Okay. So what is that song? Oh, the T-Bird song. And she'll have fun, fun, fun. Now the daddy took the T-Bird away. Remember that song? That's what I'm hearing for you, Rossi. I don't know what that means. You want to give us any clarity on that? Okay. Okay. So something that's being held on to that's not in your best interest, and when you let it go, you're going to have that fun, fun, fun. So are you saying that's the job? Is that what you're talking about? That's part of it, but there's more because, the job seeps into your life. It has an effect on the other parts of your life. So when you shift out of that into something that's more in alignment with your soul, more fun is going to come in. So that is like feeling summertime fun and like beach and, whatever summertime means to you. But that's what's coming up, and they just wanted to point that out. So let me know if that makes sense. Regina, why are you obsessed with your mouth, teeth, and voice? Is it a past life thing that you have to address or remove? Interesting. Okay. I just want to say if there are people here who have not yet asked a question, please get it in there because people are asking repeat questions, and I want to be sure I get everybody at least once before we start repeating. So if you guys who are repeating, if you could just hold it back a little bit, and then if nobody else is stepping up, then we'll fill the time with more questions. So, Regina, is there a reason she's obsessed with her voice, her mouth, and her teeth? Is it a past life thing? You gotta know on that. Okay, so what is it about? I don't know how you use your voice in your life, but it's feeling like you're being called to use it in a different way. So are you talking like being a singer? And I'm hearing opera. I don't know, maybe. I'm hearing opera, but I'm not getting a yes on it. It's a kind of a maybe. So there could be opera, but something about using your voice in a different way than you've been using it, in a way that feels good and feels empowering. That's what you're being led to. So it's almost like, how they'll come along and they'll tap you on the shoulder or, scratch and get your attention. You getting those feelings, that's how they're getting your attention. They're drawing the attention to that area to make you ask questions. And hopefully this makes sense and you can do something with it. So let me know. Thank you for the thumbs up, Alice. I appreciate that. Hey, Letty, it's been forever. How are you? So glad to see you back. And I just lost you, so hang on till I find you. There you are. A message from your team. Yes. So what would you like to share with Letty? I don't know if you're doing a lot of leisure time things, Letty, but I'm seeing you out walking along a beautiful landscape with your dogs and just soaking up all of the love and the energy of Gaia as you do that. And meditating. You're meditating while you're walking with those puppies. You're getting these beautiful messages. So it's an invitation for you, Letty, to step up into a closer connection with your team because there are things they want to discuss with you. They want to develop that dialogue so that it can be just an ongoing thing, like you're having a conversation with a friend who's there beside you, because that's what they are. They're like a friend who's there beside you all the time. So acknowledge them, let them speak to you. And you might want to have a recorder with you so that you can record whatever it is you get. Otherwise, you'll probably forget because you know those things when they come through in the moment don't last long. They're like dreams, they kind of fade away quickly. So you want to capture it in the moment as much as you can. But that's what they're showing me right now. Oh, thank you for that, Rossi. Like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate that. Hey, and I noticed some of you people have been hyping my videos recently, which I deeply appreciate because for whatever reason, YouTube likes that kind of stuff. So it helps more people get the message, and that's been wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Linda. Linda Duntra. I don't remember that name, but I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome. Please get your question in there for me if you've got one. I'm going to keep going down this list until we get all the way through. Carol. The bright orange flash of light you saw a week ago, you don't understand it. Okay, so for Carol, what was the bright orange flash of light that she saw? What was that about? They're saying it was to get your attention, and it did. So it's an invitation for you into a conversation with your team. So in case you're not at that level of doing that yet, I'm just going to ask them to please, enlighten us. What is that about? So what would you like to say to her to help her on that journey? Today is a fine day to start. Tomorrow's a fine day to start. Whenever you can, the sooner the better, because there's a lot we need to discuss, Carol. Life is heating up. You need to be prepared. So we want to open the door of dialogue so that you can get more information faster without having to wait for a translator. So, and they're also reminding me to remind you that if you haven't, that you might want to think about getting the 21-day meditation challenge, participating in that, because it accelerates your connection with your team. So let me just grab that link for you real fast. And for anybody else, if you haven't already looked into the 21-day meditation challenge, Metatron is saying because of what we're going through right now, it's so important that we do it because it's going to help us through the rough parts of what's coming. It's kind of like almost like a life preserver, it's giving us that extra ballast and support that's really important. So put it in here. There you go. Tanya, your daughter's having a rough time emotionally. Will she be okay? So Tanya's team, what can you tell us about her daughter? Will she come out of this rough patch? Yeah, she will. With your support, she will, given time. So, what can Tanya do to help her through this that would be the most beneficial? Be her rock, be there for her. I mean, you already are, and she knows it, but just step it up a little bit so it's more kind of in her face. It's like, hey, I'm here. Let me help you. You don't have to go through this alone. because she kind of feels very alone right now. And it's just not true. That's an illusion. So you can help her to see through that and to realize that she's never alone. She's got her team, she's got you and her other loved ones there to support her. So can you give us a time frame when she might be able to come through this rough patch? They're saying around 3 months. So feels like a big rough patch. But just be there, supporting, loving her. And of course, you can ask the angels to help you send her energy. You can ask them to put a protective bubble around her to help her so that she doesn't pick up more stuff while she's trying to resolve the first batch of stuff, if that makes sense. So try those things and let us know how it's going. Starseed. The more time we spend in gratitude, the better we feel. You feel so much joy every day. And by doing the energy of light rather than adding to the darkness, joining the energy of light rather than adding to the darkness. Absolutely. It's beautiful. Thank you for that reminder. Janani, during your meditation, your palms get very warm. You thought you heard a male voice and there was a tingling sensation on your left side. Who was the voice and was there a feminine energy too? Okay, so for Janani, tell us about the symptoms she's experiencing when she meditates, the warmth in the hands. So that's about feeling the energy, the Kundalini rising, and they're giving you the evidence of it by your hands. So they want you to have that physical evidence to reassure you that you really are on the track and you're moving forward in the right way. Okay, and so what about the male voice that she heard? Who was that? Can you tell us? Yeah, it's one of your team. And, you've got quite a number of them. So they're not identifying themselves by name because, that's an egoic human thing. They don't care. But it is one of your inner circle of your team there to help you. And he's saying if you want to assign him a name, perfectly fine. No problem. You can do that. Okay, so what else? Oh, was there a feminine energy too? Yeah, you've got the feminine energy in other members of your inner circle. So yeah, it's all there. And they're also saying, don't forget, Janani, that they have duality. So many of them have both the feminine and the masculine. And doesn't really matter unless it's something specific to the message. And in this instance, it wasn't. It was just that's who spoke up to help you at that time. Yeah. So they're saying sometimes we can overanalyze things and we don't need to. So just lighten up a little bit, go with the flow, allow it to unfold, and you'll be fine. Hello, Gayatri. Amy, you're welcome. Starseed, a message from your team in Metatron. Okay, wonderful. So for Starseed wisdom, Metatron, do you have a message for her? Oh, my darling child, I'm so pleased with you. Your work stands out. You have been noticed and appreciated. We are grateful for your diligence, for your service, for you cannot presently comprehend the enormous numbers who have been helped by your efforts, your love, and your intention. Immense gratitude to you, and we encourage you to keep doing more of the same, for it will benefit you as well as the many others. And as you flow and you feel that wonderful divine energy, know that you can still climb higher. There is still more yet to be discovered. You are only scratching the surface. It is a glorious ride, and you are on it, dear child. Keep going. We'll see you very soon at a new level. Okay, pretty cool. You'll have to keep us posted on how that goes, Starseed. Ironweed, hey. What can you do to transcend the overwhelm that you're feeling after your husband's passing? I'm so sorry. A home of 30 years and leaving work, you need a starting point or action that sticks. Okay, so for Ironweed. Team, what can you help her with? How can you help her with the devastating feelings and transitioning to a new way of life? What wisdom do you have to share with her? Dear blessed child, know that he has not gone far. He is still watching over you, sending you love, willing you to feel it. It is potent, and he will stay nearby for as long as you need him. So know that he has not left you. He is still present. And you can, through meditation, reach him. And just to slip this in here for you, Ironweed, there are on my meditation playlist on YouTube, there's some meditations you can use to go into the records and to ask him to meet you there or your team. But when you do it that way, going through the records, it makes it a lot easier, especially if you're new to connecting with spirits in that way. So try that. Now, what can you tell her about dealing with the home, the work, and starting over? Don't rush. Take your time. New voyages require diligence and planning, and you are truly on a new voyage. And know that this one can be every bit as joyous as the last chapter that included your husband. But his time came and he had to leave. Now your soul is poised to go on and fulfill the purpose for which it came, which a big part of that is sharing love, peace, harmony, oneness with the world in whatever way you feel led to do that. So feel into the divine love that springs forth within you. Let it flow from your solar plexus out to the world. That will make you feel better. And those who are touched by it will respond. They will feel better. And then when those ripples have positive impact on other people, you will get that energetic feedback loop that feeds your soul and lifts you up to move forward in whatever direction feels best to you. But know that there's no hurry. Take your time, feel your way through, always looking for love and flow. Flow and love, love and flow. Keep moving into that energy. Lean on your team. They are there for you. They want to help you. And also the Lightworker community. Keep showing up. Ask for help when you need it. Lean on that support that's available to you. What else? As much as possible, allow the grief to lift off of you. Do not hold it in, for it does not serve you. Find that space of love and gratitude for the years that you had together, for all of the memories, for the relationship. And know that more is available in your future. Whatever your heart desires, your team is there to help you manifest it. Move forward, looking for that next chapter, finding that fit that you can slip into in love and flow. So that's a lot to think about, Ironweed. Let it process and let us know how you're doing, please. Sending you much love as you process. Hello, Rebecca. Message from your father, Dennis, who passed December 23. Okay. So, Dennis, Rebecca's father, Dennis, Do you have a message for her tonight? My darling girl, know that I have never left your side. I have always been within earshot to keep tabs on you. Of course, I am taking care of my own business on this side, but I do still keep careful watch over you. And anytime you need me, you just call my name and I will be there. Because that's how it works. And if you'd like to meet me in your records for a conversation, totally open to that. But just know I'm always here. I will never desert you. I am pleased with the progress that you have made in your life. And here I am cheering you on to new glorious victories as you choose the path that feeds your soul, that allows you to more fully live your purpose. I am your greatest cheerleader, and that will never change. Anything else you want to share with Rebecca? Something about sleep, Rebecca. Always watching over you while you sleep. I don't know if you have sleep problems. It kind of feels like there's something with sleep going on. And so he wants you to know he's watching over you so that you can sleep peacefully and deeply. Because restorative sleep, especially in these trying times, is really important. So give yourself permission for deep, restful sleep, knowing that your Father is there watching over you, keeping you safe. Thank you, Dennis. Okay. Linda, message from your guide about meeting your soulmate. Okay. So for Linda D, is there a soulmate out there waiting to connect with her? Yes. Okay. Is it someone she already knows? No. Can you give us a timeline for when this person might show up in her life? Would it be in the year 2026? Okay. Would it be in the first half of the year? First quarter? No. Okay. So April, May. Hmm. You said the first half though. So April, May. It's feeling like June is a possibility, but it's not a definite. So there are some things that are in motion that could cause the timeline to shift a little. But right now, the potential is for sometime in June. So in the meantime, what you can do is work on yourself to release whatever traumas that you might still have remaining from past lives, from this life, whatever, releasing all that pent up stuff so that you can come together with your soulmate in a strong position as a sovereign soul. And then you can meet as equals, which sets you up for a very successful long-term relationship. So you've got this period of time to work on your stuff to get ready for that big meeting. So congratulations and best wishes for you. Let us know how it goes. You are welcome, Sandra. Regina, you like the Cole Border song? Awesome. So as a message from your spiritual team. Okay. Oh, so as is Ame. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you for clarifying that because I would have missed it entirely. All right. So for Ame, message from the team. What would you like to share with her tonight? I'm getting this really weird picture of you as like this is very peculiar, Ame, so forgive me. But it's like you are in the guise of a puppet and kind of like Pinocchio. So just to give you some frame of reference, and you are stumbling around in your life without a clear picture of where you're going. And it's confusing. It's disturbing. You're not unhappy, but you're also not terribly happy about it either. It's uncomfortable. Of course, it would be uncomfortable. So you're looking for more clarity. And, oh, wow, this is deep. They're saying, but Ame, the problem is that the way you see yourself is not who you truly are. We want you to see yourself as the beautiful creature that divine made you to be. You are perfect. You are beautiful. You are like a glorious swan swimming beautifully around the pond where all is right with her world. That's the truth of who you are at soul level. So don't allow the trials and tribulations of life to cause you to have a false vision of yourself. That's what it is. So it's letting go of that false vision. Maybe it served you once upon a time, but not now. You have stepped forward and you've asked for more. They want to give you more, but you have to release, cut the strings. They're saying, don't allow anybody to pull your strings. You want to be sovereign. You are the authority in your life. Lean into that. Allow it to be. That's the journey that you're on right now. It will shift more in the future, but for the moment, this is the lesson that they want you to wrap your mind around. Untangle it, figure out what it really means for you, and then implement a new plan. So that's a big assignment. Let me know if that makes sense. Oh, Alice, you know the song? Okay, I'm so glad. It helps if you know the song. Okay, hang on, I just lost my place. Sometimes I scroll and then it goes bing and I have to wait and get you all back again. Here we go. Amanda, do the angels have any guidance for you taking your meditation program to the next level or any other advice? Okay, so for Amanda, do you have guidance for her on taking her program to the next level? Oh, yes, please do. It's time. You're ready, and the need is great. So tune in to your team. Allow them to inspire you. They're saying, in fact, they have been sending you breadcrumbs, but some of them you've missed. And that's okay. They'll bring them around again. But can you give her something concrete and specific? Because I'm sure she knows that. Hang on. I think David's having a problem. I'll be right back. Probably locked himself out. No? I was hearing all this noise. Oh, you're okay? Yeah. All right. I was hearing pounding. I thought you locked yourself out. Okay. False alarm. I got to get back on this throne of mine. Okay. Oh, there we go. So where was I? Amanda. Okay, Amanda and her meditation program. So, team, can you give her something concrete about the meditation program that she can do? Hmm. I don't know if you have tried doing speaking engagements, Amanda, but I'm seeing you speaking to a group of people. and maybe leading them through some processes to demonstrate what it is that you're offering. And, if you've got it structured as a program, then that could be, a lead in. So you could do that online, you could do that in person. I don't know if you have a mailing list, but definitely that would be a good thing to start building your mailing list and letting people know, sign up for it. But yeah, it's all there for you. It's taking a different kind of action than you have been taking. And the need is great. So now is the time to get out there and let people know. And I don't know if you use AI or not, but if you're open to it, it could be a good tool to help you come up with strategies, methodologies to get it out there. And you can even, if you've got a presentation, you can feed that in and ask it to find the holes to help you make it stronger and more powerful. So those are things you can do. You probably already do that, but just in case, throwing that in there. All right, any other advice that you have for Amanda? Now they're saying, set your sail into the wind and let's go, baby. The wind is rising and it's time to take advantage of it, to get out there on that lake or ocean. Take advantage of the wind. Let it carry you forward powerfully into the new future that you're creating. Yeah, so it seems like all systems go. So keep us posted on how that's going. Gayatri, okay? A message from your team. So for Gayatri, what would you like them to know? I'm hearing some kind of a song, but I'm not getting enough of it to identify it. You're gonna have to tune that one in for me. I need a little more. Hmm. Okay, maybe you need to pick another one because that one's not coming through. So what is it you need to tell Gayatri? Okay, so it's feeling like you're blocked. And you're blocked by an illusion. You're being held back thinking that you are not ready or you don't have what you need to move forward, but that's an illusion. It's not true. You actually are ready. And truthfully, it's just fear of taking new action and maybe not being successful. And they're saying, listen, there are no mistakes. Just dive in, give it your best shot. And if you get something that's not right, you learn from it and you move on. There really no are mistakes. It's just lessons. So start moving forward. You need to get that momentum going. You need that energy because when you do that, then your angels are able to come in and help you. When you're just kind of stuck and spinning your wheels in the mud, they can't help you as much because the energy kind of shuts down, if that makes sense. So look around at what action you can take. Go do something quickly. Get the energy moving, and then they will come in with their synchronicities, with the breadcrumbs to inspire you on what to do next. But don't stay in that stuck place. That's the problem right now. So hope that makes sense for you. Sandra, will you be able to start your home renovations next year? So for Sandra, home renovations next year, is that possible? Oh, absolutely, if you want to. Yeah. Janani, you feel restless and you want to know if there's a specific mission for your soul at this time. Feel like you need to do something for the world. Okay, where they're saying, baby, hold on, don't be in such a hurry. You are going through a process of evolution right now. You can't rush that. Take the time it takes. Flow. Because if you're trying to rush it, that's resistance. And the resistance will slow you down. So don't resist. Get into the flow. Allow them to hold the rudder and guide you in the right path. It will all unfold for you in divine timing, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to get to the place where you're ready to do the thing and not be ready to do the thing. So give it the time. That's the most important thing you need to know right now. But just relax, be in the flow, and know that they are moving you forward in divine timing. And when the time is right, it will unfold like this beautiful peony into its full gloriousness and just, oh, an amazing scent. It's if you know peonies, they're just so wonderful. You could get drunk on that scent. So that's the kind of power that will be coming from the work that you're doing, but you can't rush it. Just like you can't rush the peony opening. It takes the time it takes. Rossi, it makes sense. I'm so glad. Alice, you saw the moon and it's gorgeous. Yeah, we got a glimpse of it earlier when we came back from dinner. It was just, oh, spectacular. And I think it's tomorrow that we're supposed to get the blood red moon. So, yeah, it's that time. You will do great, Sandra. Aurora Blue, a message from your best friend's husband, Ron, who passed away 4 years ago this month. Okay, I'm sorry about your loss. Ron, Aurora Blue's friend, Ron. Do you have a message to share with her? Oh, I'm hearing that song Side by Side. I don't know if you know that song. Walking along, singing a song, side by side. Something like that. Okay, so tell us more about that, Ron. Yeah, so he's always around hanging out, keeping an eye on what's happening with his friends and his family. He's having a gay old time. He's really enjoying life on the other side. He said, "It is so much fun, and I can't wait for you to get here, but don't you hurry. You take your time. But when you do get here, we're going to have some great times. We're going to have a big reunion. We're going to have a party. It will be so much fun. But in the meantime, you have important work to do, my dear. So lean into love, sweetheart. Lean more into love. Let go of the fear. Allow the love to carry you forward." And now I'm seeing a picture of, like, if you remember the cartoons with Pepe Le Pew, whenever he got near the cat that he was in love with, he would levitate and he would follow her because the scent was just so potent, and that's what it did to him. So it's like that. It's that kind of a connection. Anything else you want to share, Ron? He says, yeah, that's it. Be like Pepe. Just allow yourself to flow with the delicious, glorious being on track for your purpose. Because when you are, it feels like nothing else you've ever felt before. It's easy. It feels good. It's expansive. It's exciting. And it's why you're here. So let's get to it. So there you go. Pep talk from Ron. Florak, welcome. You would like to work in the jewelry industry. You love making it. You applied to a new jewelry making shop and you really want it. Is this an avenue for you because you're older? Well, I think that would be a great job when you're older. You've got more experience, right? But that's my opinion. Let's ask them. So for Florak, jewelry making, is this an avenue that would be wise to pursue at this time in life? Yeah, if it brings you joy, do it. That's what it's all about, finding those things that feed your soul and do it. Bring all of your creative energy. But I'm not sure you're going to be able to be as creative working for someone else. So you might do your own stuff on the side if you're open to that. But yeah, it feels like a really good path for you. It's going to be uplifting, getting you on track, and it will open doors for you if you want it to. There are a lot of potential opportunities connected to it. So, is it highly likely that they will get the job that they applied for? It's a maybe right now. It could be, but it's too soon to say for sure. It's a maybe, but there's a possibility. So put that out there to your angels if that's what you really want. Let them know that you want that or something better, and they will help work that out for you. So good luck. Oh, you love the full moon, Alice. Yeah. Are you a moon sign? Is that why you feel so connected? Ah, sorry. For some reason, it's really hot in this spot that I'm in, even though the air is on. Janani, you are so welcome. You're asking all the people you know to subscribe and spread the love. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. That's what we need, more people spreading the love. Ms. Debbie, you'd love to know if your son and daughter-in-law and friends will be safe in Spain the 8th to the 18th of March. Okay. So for Miss Debbie, is it highly likely that her son, daughter-in-law, and their friends will be safe to fly to Spain in March? Right now, it's a big yes. Is there anything they need to know? Go with open hearts and joy, expecting a marvelous trip, a soul-affirming trip. Lean into it, revel in it, soak up all of the magic and the love, and that will carry you forward. There are challenging days ahead, and this trip will be like a balm to the soul. Allow it to be all that it can be, and it will create magical memories. Yeah. So, love and light to them, Debbie. Serene, you recently dreamt of the 7-planet lineup before it happened. You see your dead relatives in dreams. What is happening? Okay, great question. And a message from your guides. All right, so for Serene. Well, they're saying, you are awakening, my dear. You are connecting with the other side. And it's beautiful. Do not fear it. Enjoy it. Allow it to unfold. And it will. It will be joyous. Now, having said that, if you, for some reason, would rather not see dead relatives in your dreams, being a sovereign soul, you can say, no, thank you. I don't want to see dead relatives in my dreams. But if you're okay with it, great. Allow it to unfold. And you may find yourself having more mediumship experiences that are not just happening during dream time, that are happening outside. So your gifts are unfolding now. Stay in the flow, allow them to unfold. They will in divine timing, and you may find that whatever clairs are strong now, you will add more to them over time. Because as that gift, like the flower, comes into bloom, it becomes more multidimensional, more expansive, and more joyous. And then you can use it in whatever way feeds your soul. So there are many doors of opportunity opening for you, and that's what's happening right now. Okay, so is there a message that you want to share specifically with Serene? They're saying you're doing fine. Just keep going. Don't get discouraged if some days are harder than others, because that's the way it is, you know. This kind of expansion, progress, lessons, they don't happen in a straight line. They kind of go zigzagging sometimes, but you are still making progress in the long run. And that's perfect. That's the way it is, because you have to sometimes pause to absorb the lesson before you then move forward to the next step. So just allow it to unfold, be in an easy state, in flow, in love, and expectation, excitement for what's to come, because many more exciting adventures are before you. That's beautiful. Karen, a message from your guides. Okay, so for Karen S., what would you like to share with her tonight? Huh. Okay. Peaceful, easy feeling. That's a song. I don't know who does it. I can't place the artist, but it's a peaceful, easy feeling. Hopefully you know what that song is. You can get the lyrics and see if there's a connection, or maybe you know the song and it's meaningful to you. But that's what I'm seeing, the energy around you, that you are in this beautiful, peaceful, respite place. So enjoy the heck out of it while it lasts. This is like an oasis for you where you're pausing to process everything that you've learned before you move forward again to the next stage. And that's perfect. That's all they want you to know. It's perfect. You're in the right place. Enjoy it and keep going. Oh, great idea, Miss Debbie. Yeah, share the link for this live and other lives, because, sometimes people will show up to a live that didn't know it was possible. The problem is with the lives on YouTube, they put them in a different category and they don't show up in search like the regular videos do, which is a shame because there's so much value that happens in these lives. So yeah, share them wherever and whenever. Letty, you are in Argentina having the time of your life. The dogs are loving it. I'm so glad you were able to join us. Absolutely. We are delighted to have you, Letty, and to hear your update. I'm so happy for you. You deserved this. It was a long time coming. Keep on living that glorious life and stay in touch. Let us know what's happening. Monica, you're feeling more tired the last few weeks, especially last week. Is there a reason? So for Monica L., the fatigue the last few weeks, and especially the last week. Can you tell us what that's about? You've been pushing pretty hard, Monica. They're saying you need to let up on the gas a little bit. You don't have to push so hard. More flow would be good for you. Because remember, when you push too hard, you actually shift into resistance, which slows you down. So when you relax and you're just in that flowy place, you make progress faster and it feels better. So that's one part of it. And anything else about that you want to share? There's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's really hard for some light workers to process that energy, whether they're consciously aware of it, grading on them or not. It's there, it's affecting them. So being cognizant of that, putting up your protective boundaries, maybe zipping up whatever it is you use to give yourself a break from that busy energy of the world would be wise to do, at least sometimes, to give yourself a break. It's just being cognizant that that is happening, and that it's like sandpaper. It wears you down and it makes you raw. So you want to be aware that that's happening. Put up the healthy boundaries. Don't let it come in and reach your soul. Keep it out here. Let it ping off of that healthy boundary. That's what it's about, and you will feel better. So yeah, work on that now. Come back again and let us know how it's going, but they're saying that should make you feel a whole lot better. Adventurer, hey, Bank of America, are they planning on stealing your mother's house? Oh, I hope not. Okay. So for Adventurer, is it highly likely that Bank of America will try to steal his mother's house? Yeah, sorry to say. Yeah, they will. So is there something he can do about that? Yeah, if you don't already, you might want to get a lawyer involved, get some protection. So is it highly likely that he will be able to successfully block them? There is a way to block them. but time is short. You don't want to let too much time go by. You want to get on this quickly, get some professional help. Put the feelers out to the community. There's probably people out there who have experience that can help you with it. Maybe, somebody in real estate could help with it. Um, Maybe somebody in banking, somebody who's familiar with the laws. Just reach out to your community and ask for help. There are people out there with skills that can help you. So don't hesitate to ask. That's important right now. Build your little army to go against them, and then you can prevail. Won't be easy, but you can prevail. Tanya's like, you're so welcome. Hey, Mike, so glad you could join us. A message for you, you betcha. All right, so for Mike, what would you like to share with him tonight? I'm hearing the name game again for you, Mike. Mike, Bo Bike, Banana Fana, Fo Mike. So what is that about? That's lightness of being, that's having more fun, it's relaxing. Stop being so serious. Be silly. Let yourself be silly sometimes, because that puts you in touch with your inner child, who really could use some nurturing right now. There's some wounds that inner child is looking to heal. So the name game song is an entree for you to connect with little Mike. Help him to heal so that together you can move forward with greater clarity about what it is that is optimal for you to step into at this point in your life, because there are still many options out there for you. It's just a matter of getting yourself into that centered place, doing that healing, and then being ready to step out with joy into whatever sharing there is that you choose to do. You have so many options. It's like, wow, they're all lined up. So when you get clarity about what feels good to do and you move away that trauma, releasing it, you'll be free to step forward. So hope that makes sense. Starseed, you've noticed that lately when you watch people channel, you get the answer right before they do, and you're more often getting the same answers. Why and who? Well, why? It's validation for you, because maybe you've got some hesitancy about your own channeling. But we've talked about this before. For all of us, it's really taken a leap of faith, because we get this crazy stuff coming forward, and we have to have the courage to share it without censoring it. Whatever it is, just share it. Not our business to change it or judge it or anything. Just share what comes through. So when you're getting it like that and you're not trying, it's validating for you. Yeah, you're getting the right answer, so share it. Be courageous. Don't worry if you get it wrong. That's the biggest thing that trips us up, is the fear of getting it wrong. So what? Everybody gets things wrong now and then. If you get more right than you get wrong, you're in a great place. And even if you get it technically wrong, it may still be right in a certain way, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes things are kind of right, but not exactly. It just needs a little tweaking. Or it could be that what you get for somebody that initially seems wrong is only because they haven't made the connection yet, and they will down the road. So it's about belief in yourself, stepping forward in faith and trust, just allowing it to flow from you, because you have so much love and light to share with the world. So now is your time. Step up and do it wherever and whenever you feel led. But that's what they want you to know. Yeah. You want to know who? Well, it's your team. Could be their teams if you're plugged in that way, but more likely, because unless you're specifically asking for the answer at the time, it's your inner circle, your team, who are giving you that information just to encourage and support you. Yeah, so it's really cool. Revel in it, party with it, and then share it. It will be beautiful. Janani, you do overanalyze. It's in your inherent nature. You're trying to go with the flow. Hard for you, but you're trying. You think you will improve soon. Absolutely. Practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it. And don't think of it as try. Think of it as flow, which feels good, which is fun. Like you're in a inner tube and you're floating down the lazy river with the sun shining on your face and the current is carrying you. You don't have to do anything but be, and that's perfect. So just show up more as Janani, relaxing and knowing that that is enough, and it will all come together. Miss Debbie. Oh, you're speaking to Starseed, okay? Hang on, we jumped again. All right, I think we're going to stop taking new questions now. Otherwise, I'm not going to get through them all because it looks like there's still quite a few here. Okay, where did we leave off? There we are, okay. Rose Blue, do you need to prepare this year to move into your elderly parents' home to help them with their health issues? So for Rose Blue, is it an optimal choice for her to move into her parents' house this year to help them? Absolutely yes, if you're open to it and willing to do it. What you want to be careful about is getting into the energy of obligation, because obligation doesn't feel good. It takes you off course from your purpose. And once you do that and you stay in that obligation, it keeps taking you further and further off, and then more obligation shows up and it's hullabaloo, which you don't want to get into. So if you can do it with a freedom and a love, really knowing it's what you want to do for them, then absolutely you can do it. Yeah. You are so welcome, Starseed. You're moved to tears by the message and you're humbled. Happy to hear that you'll get to do more in this life. Absolutely. There is so much out there for you. Yeah. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. It's like a magic carpet ride, and you would just enjoy the heck out of it. Ironweed, you are so welcome. Yeah, the meditation helps a lot. It's the opening, it's the doorway into that connection. And it can look like a lot of different things. That trips a lot of people up. They have this idea in their head that meditation must be this or it must be that. And really, it just must be whatever feels good to you that you can do. Start with what you can do and expand it. That's why in the 21-day meditation challenge, Metatron says just do 15 minutes of quiet time, allowing us to connect with you. That's a start. And then after that, throughout the day, you can just pause, take a couple of deep breaths, and say, hey, team, I'm here. You got anything you want to say to me? Just pause for a few minutes and then go on, because they are with you, surrounding you every minute of every day. They're never out of reach. And it's like having that friend beside you, except you got multiples. So why wouldn't you talk to them throughout the day? Keep the dialogue going. The more you do that, and then you pause to let them say something to you. Now, the more you do that, the better it gets and the easier it gets. But when I say pause to let them say something to you, I just want to clarify for newbies, it doesn't mean you're going to hear an audible voice. You might feel something in your body. You might just get this knowingness. You might kind of hear something inside your head, or you might like see it like written on a chalkboard or something in your mind's eye. It can come in all those subtle ways. Sometimes it can feel like intrusive thoughts. Something just pops in out of nowhere. All of those can be connecting with your team. So when you know that, that allows you to step into that meditation time, open and receiving more. The reason people struggle and say, I'm not getting anything, is because they have a preconceived notion about what it should look like. Shouldn't look like anything other than what works for you. So experiment, try different things. You can use a guided meditation. So you listen to the guided meditation, that gets you into that really deep, relaxed state. And when the recording stops, stay there and say, okay, team, I'm here. What do you want to share with me? And then just be there and allow whatever happens to happen. You might see something, you might feel something, you might internally hear something, and then record it so you don't forget. The recording is really important. Those journals of what you've experienced will start small, they will expand, and after some time, they start to fit together like puzzle pieces. That's why it's so important that you record it. Plus, as you move down the road, you'll be able to look back at where you started, contrasting it with where you are, which will encourage you about the progress that you've made. Because if you don't write it down, you forget. And then you think you've made no progress when really you've gone from maybe feeling a hand stroking your cheek to actually having a conversation. It can be all over the map. Whatever that you get is perfect. Be grateful for it. Keep showing up and it will expand. That's what you need to know. And that's what we work on in the 21-day meditation challenge. Metatron takes you by the hand and leads you through and helps you. The link to that I pasted in earlier, so you can grab that. You are so welcome, Rebecca. Linda, I'm so glad you asked. Does your team have a message for you? So, Linda K. What would you like to share with Linda tonight? Sorry, Linda, there's a bird that's carrying on over there. It's distracting me, but I'll get it. So for Linda, what does Linda need to know now? It's freezing right now, baby, but it won't be forever. Things are warming up in more ways than one. Stay the course. Keep showing up. And the thaw will come just like the spring brings the thaw. There will be more love, more inspiration, more wisdom coming through in your future connections. Just stay in the flow like you're on that lazy river, just floating down, soaking up the sunshine, feeling the love of your team who so gently and lovingly guide you around the obstacles and help you have the best, most easiest trip downriver. That's what they want you to know. Release the struggle, stay in the love, the joy, the gratitude. I'm seeing you just beaming. You're just sitting there, and all this love energy is flowing off of you in waves. And it's rippling out into the world, blessing all those who are in its path. So even though you might feel like you're not accomplishing much while you're sitting there in your house in the cold north, you are doing far more than you are aware. Trust that that is true. Allow it to be true, and it will expand. And what more could you ask for? It is beautiful. It is filled with love. It is so joyful. Soul satisfying. Yeah, that's what they want you to feel. Okay. It's funny you say that, Starseed, because I kind of heard a little bit of you got a friend too. Yeah. It was kind of a very light reference, but not really stepping into it. Yeah. Oh, I love these messages you guys are sending to each other. Thank you for connecting. That's so beautiful. Monica, your best friend invited you down to New Mexico after the addition to her home this summer. And you want to know if it's an optimal choice to go. Okay, so for Monica, would it be optimal for her to visit her best friend in New Mexico after the house is finished? Ooh, I gotta know. Would it be beneficial to visit sometime after that? Yeah, it's the timing's not quite right. So is that because there's something going on in her life that she needs to be available for? Yeah, there's a lot of shifting going on right now. So it's just the timing. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go. But at this point in the timeline, it's not an optimal time for you to go. So you can always come back and ask about that as it gets closer, and we can see if the energy is changing so that maybe you can go then or get an idea about, when you could go. Of course, providing that it's okay with her. So just keep checking in on that one. You are so welcome, Linda. You're welcome, Amanda. Hey, Debbie Brady, welcome. Yep, it's March. Believe it or not, we are here. Yeah. You're welcome, Sandra. Debbie, the house scheduled to close next week. Yay, congratulations. Anything you need to prepare for. So for Debbie B, is there anything she needs to prepare for to have a smooth closing on her house next week? They're saying yes, so what could that be? There's some potential glitches that could come up, but they're saying don't worry about them. Stay in the flow. You don't want to get into a back and forth resistance energy. It's like just allow yourself to flow through, knowing that there will be a solution that will present itself, or you will be inspired, that will be something that you can compromise on rather than feeling like, you've been taken. They don't want you to get in that energy. So just know that there are answers to those glitches that you can come up with. Allow your intuition to guide you on that. It will steer you through, and you will find answers that will be satisfactory to both sides so that you can get through. So just know the glitches could come up, and if they do, flow through them. No stress. Yeah. And congratulations again. That's so exciting. This whole new chapter of your life. Good night, Sandra. Glad you could be here. Janani, you're crying so much for things in the world. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. Well, if you didn't already listen to Metatron's message about that special bulletin, you want to listen to that because we can, because, many of us are empaths and we can get drawn into that energy, which doesn't serve anybody. It stops us from doing our work and doesn't help them. So we can see it, but don't get emotionally engaged with it. You can see it, it's happening, knowing there's a bigger picture happening on the grand tapestry, and trusting that divine is handling everything for the most beneficent outcome for the world. It just may not look like it sometimes, but everything will work out in the long run. So know that, flow with that, be in love, and know that love is the most powerful force in the multiverse. That is how we get through and create a new, glorious world and future. Oh, Aurora Blue, you're so welcome. I'm so happy that it sounded like Ron and resonated for you. Thank you, because that validation is helpful to me because I never know, As I was saying earlier, we just got to trust and say what we get and hope it makes sense to somebody. Florak, you are so welcome. You were born on the lunar eclipse. You will ride this one out. That's perfect. Yeah, I've heard a number of astrologists talking about the symmetry, the sequencing with the eclipse, that just keep showing up if you were born on one. So that's perfect. Just stay in the flow through it. Ice melts by love. That's a new one. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Hang on, I just lost you. There you are. Message from your guides. Okay. This thing's getting really hard. Okay, so ice melts by love. Team, do you have a message to share with them tonight? Oh my gosh, this is really freaky. Remember I told you got to trust what you get? I am hearing Mac Davis singing, "Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me." And it's like, okay, what does that mean? Because that's kind of a negative song. I'm going to use you and then I'll set you free. I don't know. So are you saying that there's something going on in the love life? Is that why that song? Okay, so they're saying something about your love life. It's to put you on alert. Yeah, don't get swept into a relationship where you're doing all the giving and the other person's doing all the taking. That is a big red flag for you that it's just not right. Anything else about that? Yeah, it's a big warning. Big red flag, flashing red lights. Tread carefully in the relationship area. Make sure that you are connecting with somebody who is meeting you halfway, who's willing to give as much as they take. And of course, it's never perfect, but you want to get as close to that as you can. So that's what you want to be aware of. Alice, a safe trip the end of this month. So for Alice, is it highly likely? Safe trip, end of the month. Yep, I get a yes on that, Alice. Hey, Marby, welcome. I hope you put your question in there, Marby. Miss Debbie, you are so welcome. Tears of love flowing through your soul. Message beautiful and heartfelt. Yeah, well, it is. So much love and light for you and your family. Praying for the most beneficent outcome, whatever that might be. And we still believe in miracles. So there's always that. Serene, you are so welcome. Thank you for the love and light. Rose Blue, it was the Eagles. Okay, cool. Thank you. I hope it made sense to you. Sassy, a message from your spirit guides or Lord. Gosh, I'm hearing all these weird sounds tonight. Lord Muragar. Okay, so for Saucy, Muragar or team? Anybody who wants to share a message with Saucy? I'm hearing this song Stand Up. And I don't know well enough to give you a piece of it, but there's a song like Stand Up. I don't know if that's meaningful to you, but so what can you tell us about that? What do you mean by stand up? It's feeling like you're in a situation. Is it at work? Feels like it's at work where you're kind of being pushed around a little bit, and it's an opportunity for you to stand up. Not in a, rebellious way, but just standing your ground, knowing who you are and what you bring to the table and not getting pushed around. So it's leaning more into your sovereignty as a soul. This is who you are. This is what you bring to the table. You deserve to be respected and treated with kindness and appreciated. Anything else about that? Yeah, it's not going to happen unless you demand is not the right word. No. Unless you stand up and you hold out for it. Don't allow them to push you around. Yeah. So let me know if that makes sense. Helga, welcome. I don't recognize your name, so delighted to have you here. Will S change his mind and want a relationship, or is someone else coming soon into your life? So for Helga, is it highly likely that S will change his mind and continue the relationship? No, no. It feels like he's walking away. He's it's run the course in his mind. There's nothing more to say or do. It's just move on. So is it highly likely that an optimal long-term partner will show up for Helga in the future? Yes. So can you give us a timeline of when that might happen? Not in 2026. There's going to be a gap, giving you time to work on yourself to be ready for that really wonderful long-term partner. You want to be sure that you've done all you can do to be sovereign, to be stable, to be confident, so that when you meet this wonderful long-term partner, you're equals and you can have a lovely, long-lasting relationship. So 2027, can you tell us first half 2027, first quarter? Mm. It's looking like second quarter. So timeline could shift, things change. But right now, the energy is moving towards the second quarter of 2027. So hope that helps. Hey, Antonio, welcome. Karen, you are so welcome. You know the song Peaceful Easy Feeling. Yeah, that's the Eagles that Rose Blue was telling us about. Yeah. Thank you for that connection. Now I can feel it. And you're looking up the lyrics. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Eagles are the band. Dr. Elena, you finally made it. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Regina, you're the same as Starseed. Yeah, I understand. You get that fear of rejection when you're being told to give messages. It's hard because if the person didn't ask you, puts you in a really odd position, doesn't it? So you might just play around with the way that you share it, if you share it. And usually if they gave it to you, it was meant to be shared. So maybe you can do it in kind of maybe a joking manner. You would not believe what just popped into my head, you know, ha ha ha. Or how interesting. I just got this visual, and then you're sharing it like it's something that happened to you, and then they can take it or leave it. So those are a couple of things that I've used over the years that have worked for me when I don't want to be that person that goes up to somebody and says, "Hey, I just got a message from my guides for you." Because honestly, it doesn't work that way anyway. It's not my guides giving me a message for somebody else. It's their guides that are giving them the messages because my guides don't know them. So that always kind of rubs me the wrong way when that happens. So just you find a way to bring it up in a peaceful, easy way that doesn't offend and plants a seed. And then that's it. You let it go. You plant the seed, you move on. You did what you had to do. The rest is up to them. So, Regina, a thumbs up or thumbs down on KSR. I'm not sure if that's one place. So I'm going to do it as two places, I guess. So the KSR, is that an optimal? KSR is a good. What about Weston? Not Weston. Weston, Hawaii. I get a no on that. KSR is a yes. And if they're the same one, I don't know. But KSR is a yes. So that hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, Linda, for the boundary. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, we're almost at our cutoff time, and David is being really patient, waiting for me to finish, so I can't go too far. So whatever's below this, stop questions. If it's a follow-up, I'll take it, but if it's a new question, then sorry, we can't do it tonight. But do come back on the first Monday of April and we will do this again. Or you can join us in the Soul Seekers group. That's $2.99 a month. We meet on the last Friday of every month. And I channel for people, we talk about whatever's on our mind, and the really cool thing is, because it's private, we can talk about anything, not just what we're safe talking about publicly, because, there are things that we're concerned about in the light worker community that we can't say publicly on YouTube, but we can say it in the private group. So there should be a join button somewhere here on this screen. I think maybe like that, the three buttons at the top or something, those little dots. It's here somewhere. And it's also in the description of my videos if you want to join us in Soul Seekers, because it's a very small group. So we get a lot of time together to talk about whatever's on your mind. Starseed, you used to see dead people and you said you don't want to see them, and then you stopped seeing them. Awesome. Years later, you started hearing your father who passed talking to you, and you're good with being a medium. Yeah, sometimes it's just maturity and it feels better over time. You know, we don't jump in with both feet into this whole light worker thing in the beginning, usually. It takes adjusting. I remember when I was first introduced to Abraham, I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know where it's coming from. How is it safe? Is it a demon? And then over time, it felt comfortable. And so I listened and gained from it. So, yeah, discernment is really important for us. Rose Blue, you're adopted and you want to return the love. That's beautiful. Hey, Nancy the Water Chick. So glad you could be here. Oh, sorry you didn't make it in time to get your question in, but do please come back next month or join us in Soul Seekers so that we can talk about what's on your mind. You are so welcome, Linda. I'm so glad it resonated for you. Yeah, Debbie. And having glitches at a closing is not unusual at all. It's very common, actually. So yeah, you're gonna sail through it. Just you stay in that energy of flow and you'll be fine. Michael, hey, welcome. You're thrilled to be here with your woo-woo tribe, absorbing and sending love light from Sonora. Thank you so much. Glad you could join us. And do go back and listen to the rest of the live stream if you missed it, because there's a ton of really good stuff shared earlier. And please join us next month if you can. Yeah, Janani, stop listening to the news for a while. It's just, I mean, you can listen to it, you need to know what's going on, but just don't let it come in and seek into your soul. Put on your zip up, protective bubble, whatever you use, and then just do that soft focus, kind of peripheral vision. Okay, I know that's going on. That's enough. I don't need to know more details. You don't need to wallow in it. And that'll help a lot. Ice Melts, you're so welcome. Yeah, I'm so glad you could be here. Antonio, sorry, I'm not taking new messages at this point because I have to stop or we'll be here all night and my husband would get very upset with me. So please come back again so we can get your question. Yeah, Marby, I want to answer your question. So yeah, come and pop that question in as early as you can so that we can get to you. Starseed, you got a message from Yeshua to raise above the energy of fear, and the darkness won't be able to touch you because all is vibration. Yeah, it's beautiful. SS Rocks, it makes sense. I'm so glad. Debbie says, don't chase. Even if you catch them, you don't win. Yeah, boy, is that so true. I learned that the hard way many years ago. Helga, you've been working on yourself for 9 years? That's awesome. But we come with a lot of baggage, and not all of it is this lifetime. Some of it is past life. So whatever's there that needs to be cleared, look for things that trigger you. That's a clue that it's something to work on. So then you want to dig in and find out, why did it trigger you? What's causing it so that you can heal it? So traumas and triggers, it's time to let them go. We're in the new era. we're evolving and we don't have time for that stuff. So we've got to get rid of it quickly. And it will make a huge difference in your relationships because you don't want to drag all that old baggage into a new relationship. Yeah, it'll change your world. Yeah, ice melts. I've already forgotten what it was that I gave you, so I'm not sure of the context, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just sharing what I get, and hopefully you can figure out what it means for you. Good night, Helga. Linda, you're going to stand up and take your people with you together. You're going to a brand new home far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. Cynthia Arrivo. I love it. That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing that, Linda. Debbie, in the early years of your psychic training, you used to give readings that weren't asked for. Yeah. Well, you live and learn, right? And if you just get the gift, you don't know that there's anything wrong with just sharing it, right? You got to learn those things. It's all part of the journey. So when you know better, you do better, as Maya says. And if you're Maya fans, go to my Afterlife playlist. I've had a couple of conversations with Maya that were just amazing. And if you're a Maya fan, you want to hear them. She's still working for us on the other side. And she just came through with so much love and wisdom. It was palpable. So wonderful connecting with her. Okay, so the HI is another resort. So let me ask about that one then. So for Regina, the H, and I got to know on that one. KSR, that's the one that really is strong, yes. Oh, thank you for the link, Debbie. I appreciate that. Regina, the suggestions of offering messages to people. Yeah, absolutely. Just play with it. You'll come up with something that works for you and doesn't feel icky. Oh, I'm so glad you had a good time. Hey, we're doing great here on time also. Just about wrapped. Almost to the end. Yes, Marby, it's a date. I will see you here next month. You bring your question and pop it in there early so I can answer for you. Oh, Starseed, you meant to say rise above the vibration of fear. Yeah. Metatron talks about that all the time. Just we can't get entangled with the fear and panic. It will drag us into the abyss. You are so welcome, Starseed. Mind blowing. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, so we got a couple minutes left. Let's just wind down with a prayer and then we'll send you all off and enjoy the rest of your week and month. Janani, you're so welcome. Starseed, you have no problem with channeling. It's just getting answers for questions you weren't asked. It's kind of different. Yeah. Well, it feels like they're just trying to encourage you. They're giving it to you. They're giving you the validation. See, you are getting it. So for whatever reason, they feel you need that. Take it with the love it's intended with and get out there and share with more people. Thank you, Debbie Brady. I appreciate that. Okay, you guys, let's take a couple of deep breaths. Whew, what a night it's been. The energy was palpable. Thank you for showing up, for helping to make this such a wonderful experience. Thank you to all of your teams for being here because all of that energy that we bring together in this beautiful circle whirls around, builds up power, and then when we get to the end, it goes whoosh out to the whole planet and blesses everybody. So by your being here, bringing your team, you are making a difference in the world. How cool is that? So thank you for that. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, all of the angels, Metatron. We so appreciate you. Thank you for YouTube for giving us this place to be together, to build this wonderful, beautiful light worker community of love and light, filled with blessings and wonderful intentions. And let's send extra portions of love and light across the planet to all of those war-torn places where people are suffering. And let's send another portion out to all the greedy bastards out there who are causing these problems, that they might be shifted and remember who they are as divine souls. Get with the program already, because we are ready to go to Earthtopia. Thank you all for being here again. Much love to you. Wishing you an extraordinary month. It's going to be bumpy, but it can also be extraordinary. Good night, everybody. Mwah. Sorry, I got to find the button to close. Okay.